Good morning. I didn't get all the mics set up, so I'm gonna make this a quick one, but we are about to start leg one of our journey, which is 555 miles to South Dakota. And I just got 4.7 gallons. Super exciting, I'm sure. And yeah, gonna get it started. The odometer doesn't really work, and neither does the gas gauge. So I'm gonna use Mile IQ and track my drive, kind of see over how many miles does the semi-functional gas gauge work. Yeah, we'll see, but right now my ETA is 3 o'clock that time, the time when I get there. So let's do it. All right. Got the mics all set up. And I got like 260 miles until I had to pull over for gas. So I forgot to look at how many gallons I put in so I could get like an actual reading. But it doesn't look great. There's 5 hours and 5 minutes left until I can stop. No real issues. I clutched in a second ago and it turned off on me, so I'm not really sure what that's about, but really it's just been kind of chill. It sucks not having cruise control or anything like that, but it's not too bad. And yeah, I'm in Hershey, Nebraska, I think. Really exciting place to be. So yeah, tried to take like a time lapse, but it ended up doing like a time warp thing, and I'm just recording like an hour of real-time footage, so I deleted it. Unfortunately, there was a really pretty sunrise, but I just didn't want to have all the footage on. So yeah, now that I've got the mic set up and things like that, I'm probably going to be able to do a little bit more chatting as we go. Come on. You can tell it's like a little bit more tired. I checked the oil and it was like over full. So that's a good sign. In 500 miles, it's supposed to burn a quart, so hopefully we just have that happen. I don't know. It's taking me some back road. Apparently, it's going to be a little bit quicker, so we'll see. But yeah, I'll check in a bit when I am less figuring out what to say. So I'm back home editing this, and I was able to do the calculations. I get about 19 miles to the gallon at elevation, and then 21 at sea level. Doesn't really change from there, but yeah. Alright, well, the friggin' GoPro didn't take this time, not the mic. But yeah, I'm driving along here. I wasn't really expecting to make a video of the entire road trip or something, but I guess it is kind of interesting. It's a hand-built car that I'm, essentially stress testing, and we stress tested on the way to Texas too, but it broke and it drove back on 7 cylinders, and it was a whole rigmarole. So hoping that isn't the case now, but I'm posting stuff on my Instagram story, and Stash Cam freaking comments, and he's like, I can't wait to see the video. So I'm like, well shit, now I gotta make a video. So I'll go over excuse me. So I'll go over the itinerary essentially, and what we're up to, and the ultimate goal is to go to Wilmington, North Carolina and back. And on the way out, I'm gonna hit through my uncle's. He's up in southeastern South Dakota, which is about 8.5 hours from my house in Denver. And I'm 2 hours 30 from it. I've already gone a good 350 so far. See, now I'm thinking maybe I can go faster, but gotta play it safe. And then I hit up, my name is Josh, or me name is Josh. My name is Josh. I hit him up, he's in Chicago. I was like, hey, I got this, E30, and after watching your E31 video, maybe you're curious how that engine is in this platform. And I'd say I got like a 20% yes, 80% no response. It's like, hey man, I'll check my schedule and get back to you. So I'm gonna head there anyway. I'll get a hotel, I'll do a tourist thing, hang out, whatever. But if he's around, great, that'd be cool.
And then after that, I also hit up, I think his name's GasJunkies, Jack Ransom. I think I know that from his Instagram. But he's got an M62 E30. And I'd love to get these next to each other. I mean, his is all like beautiful paint and all that stuff, but I think it'd be cool to, I don't know, do a little video or at least just shoot the shit. So I hit him up and he got me probably like a 2% yes and a 98% no. So I'm not really sure. He didn't say where in North Carolina he is. I'm gonna try and go east. I'd love like a Tail of the Dragon sticker or something to chuck on the car. Maybe I'll drive it. I'm very like police adverse and scared. And I tried to shop for a radar detector for, you know, a good month and a half, and there was a time where I was like, nah, you know, I'll just save and not do it. And I waffled between like I want one and I won't. But everybody that I've hit up, they're like bad responders or like broken English or kind of sketchy or just not like reliable. I tried to meet up with this one guy who was driving down from Fort Collins and he ghosted me after me sitting there for an hour waiting. So no radar detector. I've got a bunch of stuff for my brother. He's got a newborn, so I got a few gifts, some family heirlooms and stuff. But one of the things I'm more excited about is, like right now I'm at, I think we're at 2,500 or so feet lower than we were in Denver. And already, I mean, it's just, there's so much more torque. It's a little bit more responsive. It feels healthier. So I'm really excited to see what sea level's like. I want to see if I can find a dyno down there and get some numbers. And when I come back up, I want to see if I can, you know, I got a buddy in the Springs. Hopefully I can get him to run the numbers. And we'll see what comes from that. But yeah, I really, that's about it as far as the trip goes. I want to get the drone up, you know, do some other stuff. But we'll see how it goes. It's just hot and tiring. I'll probably hit up, you know, Josh and Jack when I get back, or when I get to my uncle's here. And I think from Wilmington, I'm just going to shoot straight back to Denver. It's kind of setting in how long of a drive this is. You know, DBO days, we used to do like 14 hours straight through and stuff, and it's not too bad right now. I'm not really, there's not a lot to complain about. The car is loud, so I got some earplugs and stuff with that. I think I brought this up in the beginning of the video, but I was a little tired. So I weighed this car and it's 2880 pounds with me in it and a full tank. And stock, they're 2601. So I'm a consistent 180 pounds, which means that in theory, this is only 100 pounds heavier than a stock car would be, which doesn't really make sense. I think the M52 is an aluminum block as well. So that where I can see the weight savings being is maybe like a lighter exhaust and lighter seats, maybe some shaved engine bay stuff, but like that's it. So I'm not really sure, or maybe, you know, my Google source was bad. But I weighed it at like a dump, so you know, they probably care about the extra pounds or whatever. Beautiful, beautiful billboard of Jesus right there. Man, I love it. We're in Nebraska right now. And if I was a betting man, I would say that corn is probably one of their biggest exports. Or corn products. Something about it, I don't know. I get that hunch. But it's visually gorgeous. I mean, there's so much to look at. So yeah. That's where I'm at, and I'm getting sweaty, so I'm gonna turn off the recorders and roll down the windows. Alrighty. So I'm in Vertage, I'm about to get gas, but one thing that I really like about this trip so far is everybody around here is super wavy. Like, I'm getting waved at without even thinking that that's gonna be a thing. Did we get one? Nah, we didn't get one there. Of course, to turn on the camera. But everybody's been really wavy, and that's kind of cool. I like that stuff. Not necessarily a small town feel, just there's so few cars that you can wave. Like in Colorado, if you're doing it, your wrist would be broken by now, but it's cool. I don't know. Another thing, I can barely find premium no wave. anywhere. So I've gone to 2 different gas stations now, and this is the 3rd. I'm hoping I can find some premium. I don't have NOx sensors, and it's tuned for premium, so here's hoping. Yeah.
Good morning. It's day 2, and I am somewhere between Des Moines and Omaha. Instagram said the Iowa state line. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Fantastic time yesterday. My uncle's a bit of a private dude, so I didn't get any footage at his place or anything, but he's like 6 miles on dirt road, or like gravel road, and the speed limit on gravel road's like 55, so I'm like crab walking, like ripping it, and the car's all dusty and stuff. That's on my Instagram. It's tough kind of updating the long form and then doing the quicker short form stuff, but I'm saving all the footage, and maybe I'll do like a little overlay or something. But yeah, I mean, so far no issues. Car seems to just kind of rock and roll, and you know, thinking back to the basics, this car is like it's just a 540i drivetrain, you know, so there's not really anything as long as I put it together right and the hoses and everything last. But yeah, we're ripping it, and I'm finally back where there's 91. Had a huge, if I was all about like manufactured drama and stuff, I would so have done this, but I was also tired. And what's weird, right, is I was in Tyndall and the needle was almost turning on the gas light, and it took 10 gallons. And then I'm at a quarter tank today and it took 10 gallons. Just kind of funny. So I know my sending unit, it's probably my sending unit, because I've been in this cluster 1,000 times and soldered and checked grounding wires and everything. I don't think it's the cluster. I think it's the sending unit, or it could be. I have seen apparently like early and late model clusters read the fuel differently. So I'm kind of, I don't know. I'll probably end up getting a sending unit because mine's a little bit munched up as well, but it's loud. I'm at lower sea level, not sea level, but lower altitude, and there's so much more power. It's funny, it doesn't come on the same as I thought it would. I thought it would kind of be like, you know, when I first swapped this engine and seeing how that would feel. But instead it's kind of more subtle. Like on the highway and everything, it cruise speeds so much quicker. And it's wicked cool for passing and stuff. My big complaint is I don't have cruise control, and there's not a lot of throw on the pedal. So at like 60, I can be at 2,000 RPM, which is like barely crack the throttle. But doing that, right, like there's just no room. So if I try to inch forward ever so slightly, like I get a hill or something, boom, it's like 80. So oh no, the car's fast, but it's kind of funny. No run-ins with the police or anything, and you stop after driving for a little while, and my ears are like ringing and stuff, and I've got headphones and I've got earplugs and stuff, but I don't want to have them in all the time. And also it's more of like a bass noise, which seems to just transmit straight through. Remember, I've still got those poly trans bushings, and they actually grew on me until I went on a road trip. I feel it in my spine, and I'll close my eyes and you can hear it, and it is what it is. But yeah, super cool time at my uncle's. I'm not really sure my heading. I hit up, my name is Josh, last night at like 1:40 in the morning because I couldn't sleep because my sinuses were trying to explode. But I haven't heard from him, and I think I'm close to a halfway point, so I'm going to check out and see. But I might end up just pushing straight through to North Carolina, and you know, if Josh is around on the way back, then I'll pass through his. But for now, I don't know, I'm kind of in just get it done mode. The scale of this trip didn't hit until probably, you know, I woke up this morning and I felt like I'd already gone a big distance, but maybe I'm a third of the way there. Keeping the same outfit. I'm gonna let this get really, really crusty so that way my other clothes don't get so bad. And this, I mean, my whole, I'm gonna get crusty. But that's a road trip, and that's alright, so. That's the update so far. I'm gonna poke around on the phone a little bit and see if I can find a better route or something. Yep. Alright, well this is my last stop before I find a place to stay for the night, but I don't know, we're somewhere, Iowa? Illinois? I don't know. Check it out. At my uncle's, it was all gravel, so there's like kind of a cool dust that sits around and everything. Nice curving, good job him. But I mean, still knocking on wood here violently. So far running pretty good. I got more gas. When I hit the hotel room tonight, I'll figure out our mileage and go from there. Grasshopper death. But yeah, we're getting by. Really, not a lot of news, and no news is good news, so poor guy. But yeah, only leak is the leak I know about, which is how we like it. And I'm too crazy. My aunt gave me these like apple crisps, so you know, health is wealth. I've been chowing on these and got some backups. Yeah, dentists love me. Yeah, not too shabby. So I'll put you back up there and we'll hit the road. I think it's like 3 hours longer. Home stretch for tonight.
Good morning. I'm at a sweet inn in Plainfield, Illinois. Came in last night at like 7 or 8, and I didn't know if there was vacancy or not, but I rolled up, and Justin, the owner, was right here and flagged me in and everything, and kind of went through some extra lengths to get me a place to stay, which was super cool. But it was funny because he heard this and he was like, that doesn't sound like a 4-cylinder. And we got to talking and stuff, and he's got these sweet motorcycles, like 1930s motorcycles, and one of 89 for the year built motorcycles and stuff. So really, really cool. We kind of geeked out about cars and motorbikes a little bit, which was wicked cool. But it's the next day here. Josh hit me up, and I'm not entirely sure if all things are a go yet, but I figured I'd check the oil and make sure we're all good. BMW spec has, I think it's like a quart every 500 miles, and since I last checked, it was 1,000 miles ago, so I might be a bit low, but get it figured out and see what we're at. So wasn't expecting kind of such a warm reception, so that was super cool. This old like historical place got me a room with a detached bathroom. It's full again, so I don't know. It was low when I last checked. We're good on oil, which I'll take. Yeah, it's a cool like little historical building, so I was really stoked about that. And then I went to, this is like right downtown, so I went just over there to this restaurant called Clifton, and management just like all quit. So the server was like buttering me up and gave me like 2 or 3 free drinks and then like a free dessert and stuff for a good review. So I was like, sure, you know, I'll write up a good one. Shout out to Quentin, he hooked it up. So yeah, if you're down here, I mean, this little inn is wicked cool, a nice place to be. So we're good on the oil. That's all I think it needs. I mean, yeah, there's coolant in there. I just saw it slosh around. So easy peasy. I'm kind of in a holding pattern until Josh gets back to me. So I think it's time to go find some breakfast. Okie dokie, well, there is trouble in paradise. Okie dokie, well, there is trouble in paradise. On the drive out, occasionally it would like break up at idle, or not idle, but like partial throttle, and I was like, whatever, nothing about it, but it's worse today. And well, there's my AFR 14.8, and isn't it just crazy that the AFR doesn't change at all? Like at all? Wouldn't it change just ever so slightly? So I'm gonna check to see if it's plugged in, and you know, literally anything else AFR related. Maybe I can find a wideband here, but we'll see. Huh. You guys recognize this shop? I don't know, I do. But look at that. I ran over a piece of wood yesterday. I was on the phone with my brother, and I audibly said, fuck. And I didn't think it led to anything, but yeah. Maybe that's not the cause of my AFR's reading wrong. It's just a coincidence, but dang. So, found a replacement. Thanks to Daniel on helping me find the sensors that are compatible. And just gonna throw it in. Josh is gonna take this for a drive. I'm hoping to get him excited again for the M60 strokers. And yeah, it's been wicked cool going through here and seeing all his projects and everything that he's up to. He ran off, had to go sell some wheels, so I'm gonna steal all his tools and I might scratch one of the cars and not tell him which one. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get this put back up and should be good to go.
No. Actually, I'm gonna go straight here. It doesn't have the feeling that like the S engines and like it's no traction. Hold on, I'll get back to that thought in a second. Wow. So what I've noticed, what I was trying to get at here.
As you were saying.
Yeah, as I was saying.
Yep.
So, you ready?
Yep.
All right. Keep filming. I'm gonna go through the corner
I didn't even
here.
fucking click record.
No?
No.
Okay, hit record now. And let's go for the party trick here.
That's silly, dude.
And there we have it. See you guys later. That was insane.
What a stellar, super sick, awesome freaking day. Went kind of dark after getting the O2 sensor fixed, and that was the fix, thank God. There's another issue. It might be self-correcting though, where at like probably 1 to 2,000 RPM it chugs real bad. And if you watch the lightweight flywheel video, I bet it's the same chugging that Daniel was talking about. So, I don't know, maybe it'll go away, or maybe I'll go and put a stock flywheel clutch setup back in. It's pretty rough, and I'll see if I can find like a time to show it or something, but so wicked meeting Josh. Super cool dude. I met him as a stranger, right? Like hit him up off the internet. I was gonna give him shit for meeting strangers on the internet, and you know, considering the chances and stuff, I didn't think it was gonna happen, but yeah, super stoked that we ended up spending pretty much the day together. Met up around noon. He helped me get the O2 sensor fixed up. You know, obviously lent the shop. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh, in the comments. Yeah, and then he ripped the fuck out of this car, dude. I don't think I've ripped it that hard. Well, yeah, I ripped it that hard. But nah, it was freaking wicked. We were driving back to like a restaurant to get some food, and I could smell coolant on the highway, and I was like, it better not be me. And like sweating and everything. It wasn't, thankfully. I'm probably a good like 120 miles now from where Josh was at, and so far it's just been ripping. I mean, getting close to sea level, this thing is just a whole nother beast. Yeah, it'll break loose in second, maybe third, probably not third, but maybe like if I'm like ripping it second to third. Just insane. So gas is getting a little bit more expensive. I just put 10.6 gallons in. It's like $4.30 a gallon now. I bet the coast is going to be super cheap. Can't wait for that. I got a bunch of snacks again, some more dentist favorites, and yeah, we're chugging along here. I'm gonna go probably for another 3.5, looks like, hours, set up for the night. So probably around 3 a.m., go to bed, wake up around 5, maybe 6, depending on how tired I am. Hit it the rest of the way to the Raleigh, and then hit up GasJunkies. I don't know what we'll do. We'll probably shoot the shit, maybe go for a little drive or something, or just kind of do like a build comparison, or maybe there's no video out of it to come. Josh got a video. I didn't film really much other than like the O2 sensor and stuff. He's got some insane projects, really like high-end, high attention to detail, and you know, do it right type of builds, which is really, really cool to see. And I know he's got a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline too, so pretty stoked to kind of watch along and see how that goes too. And you know, now we got a friend out here in Illinois, and he's definitely got a friend back in Colorado too. So I know that won't be the last of us seeing each other. Wicked dude, wicked cool. I'm excited to get to Raleigh. I was gonna do this like thing where I go from like, say, like the time zone wasn't really working out, so I was gonna go like and stop through Raleigh to see Jack and then carry on. But what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend that night in Raleigh, and then apparently it's only like 2 hours to Wilmington, so I'm just gonna shoot the last 2 hours on the 13th and then finally see my brother. I've been meaning to get like state stickers or something to like do the car with, but I keep forgetting. And I was asking the dude just here at the BP, and they didn't have it, but they have these like novelty trucks. So I'm gonna give this to my nephew. He's like a couple months old or something. I'm gonna write his freaking name there. I think it's pretty goofy, and like, I mean, I got a rocking horse and stuff in the back, so we got real gifts. But I thought that was just like a fun little novelty, and yeah, I'd love to get some state stickers there. I'll probably definitely get like a Wilmington one, and maybe I'll have Josh ship me an Illinois one. But yeah, so far, just a wicked cool trip. This is my first like burning the midnight oil leg of the trip, and I hope it to be my last. Totally worth it. And Josh, sweetheart, dude, he's like all apologizing for it being like a whole day and stuff, but no better way to spend the day, especially like mid-road trip. It makes the trip, it makes a road trip worth it. And it's just absolutely wicked. So yeah, I'm ready to get back out, hit it, and then get on it and go on and get. So I got my sleeping bag. I don't know if I'll need it, but I may just end up reclining this and passing out grandpa style. We'll see. But could be daylight next time I see you. It could be turning in for the night. I don't know. We'll see what energy levels are at. So yeah, that's the end of it for this part. You know, but really stoked. Got to see Josh today, and we had a ball. So super cool. All the content that came out of that. Alrighty. See you next time.
Well, I've got some pretty mountain footage for you to watch while you listen to my disembodied voice. And basically, this is the end of the trip. From here on, I pushed through Virginia. Super gorgeous, so I made sure to get like a lot of driving through footage of that. Appalachia's way prettier than I thought it was. And this name Smoky Mountains is like really true to name. It looked like there was kind of like a low-lying smog through it the entire time. So really, really cool. I ended up meeting up with Jack, GasJunkies down in Raleigh, and his car had been, he hit a deer, so it was kind of out of commission, but I got him to drive mine, and it got him super motivated to get his car back and going. So hopefully we see some more content from him. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I had kind of, it wasn't a breakdown, but some pretty big inconvenience hit me when I was in North Carolina. So I filmed like a tiny little video on that I'll post up probably a couple days after this one. And I've got a few other things that I've planned out a little bit, and yeah, some more content coming down the line. I start my day job pretty soon here, so I probably won't be a content machine, but you never know. So thanks for watching if you made it this far, and do all the things everybody asks you to do. Cheers.